Hello. It's Monday, the 9th of February 2026. Welcome along to the channel, The Fifth Guardian. I'm your host, Tony Hunt, where today I'll be player of games. But as always, it's not my story, it's not your story. Today's story is all about countdown to the checkered flag. 38 days left ish. And we're commiserating by attempting to compete in multiple series. And this is part 18 of this now very long mini series. Okay, game on screen. Boosh. There we go. Right, okay. We've got virtual medical Dr. Ayaka in the chat on the YouTube side. Says, hello, Mr. Tony. Hello back. Welcome along. Thank you for watching and saying hello in the chat. Okay, so before I get racing this evening, I suppose we just need to. Things are definitely coming into an end now. Right, okay. So first off, I haven't gone up a road collection percentage completion. Still at 94%. In terms of exclusive series, still at 87%. And in terms of open exclusive series, we're now down to 4. Yeah, things are getting harder to open up new exclusive series because of the upgrades left on the cars available being very expensive. And what does that mean? It means we're going to struggle to have 6 series going forward after today. Now, you could argue I could potentially do 2 normal series, so we could technically have had 6 today, but I'm not going to do that, and I'll explain why in a bit. Massiage Gamer enters the chat, says hello, says it's my birthday. Happy birthday, well done, congratulations on making it another year. Hope you have a fantastic day. Thank you as always for watching and saying hello in the chat, and happy birthday. Yeah, so since I started streaming in July last year, no, July 2024, I've never had to do what people commonly call grafting. So grafting basically is when you're racing in a competition that you've already completed just so that you can earn rewards, whether it be R or fame, ultimately uh, resulting in gold. Never had to do that all the time I've been streaming because there's always been lots of stuff going on. So it's been a nice balance, and obviously with the rewards as they are in terms of adverts, it's been okay. All that changes as a result of this weekend. So what's happening next? Well, I mean, if you look at the exclusive series we've got open today, it's likely we'll close 2 off today, which means I've only got 2 left. So making a stream last 2 hours is very long with limited new races to do. So obviously what I'm starting to do is look at alternatives to Real Racing 3. So the first one of those streams will be on Wednesday. And then next week we're going to have 2. We'll have one on Tuesday and one on Thursday. So it means that the racing in Real Racing 3 will be less and less. Now, in terms of making a stream last 2 hours in terms of racing or entertaining racing, what I'm going to be doing is obviously, if you take a look at the 2 series that are under 25%, one of them is a motorsports car. Um, so going forward, we're going to try and make sure we've got a road collection car to race in exclusive and a motorsports car to race in exclusive. The benefit of a motorsports car is you can service the car immediately with just them dollars. So that's kind of what the plan is. Whether it works like that, don't know. In addition, what I'm going to be doing is racing in some endless endurances. I have a couple of strategies in terms of endless endurance. I don't go for the best payout. The best payout typically is the hardest. I like to go for something that's a little bit in the middle. There's a particular track I use. So I'll talk a little bit more about that and the benefits of endless endurance, which for most people is mostly obvious, but also I'll go through the difference between staying on track and going off track and the difference per lap that can make to your endless endurance fun. So that may start, if not tomorrow, more than likely on Thursday. So that's the sort of stuff we've got coming on. Yeah, we haven't got a lot of new stuff, have we, really? It's definitely the end of Real Racing 3. Um, I do think overall, with the fact that we've got close to 5 weeks left, just over, that 94%, I reckon we can get that to 96%, and probably that'll be it. Also, what we've got coming up, we're going to be doing probably in the penultimate week, we're actually going to do the top 5 worst tracks and the top 5 worst cars. And I think on the penultimate day, what we're going to look to do is the top 10 best cars and the top 10 best tracks in the game. Now, I'm trying to do it so that, number 10 is the car on the track. Now, I can do it for almost all, but not all of them. So that's going to be the plan. So I think that'll be a little bit of fun coming up in the coming weeks. But, best laid plans and all of that. Anyway, enough yapping from me. Let's do some racing. So we're starting off in exclusive. And we're going to do the Lamborghini Centenario LP77-4. Now, for those that are paying close attention, you'll know that we didn't actually complete the series this car is in. So what I'm trying to or plan to do today is do the exclusive series first, get the reward at 25% of 10 gold, and then go over to the series, do the cup race, hopefully get first in that. And I think it's 32 gold reward. Now, the other thing I'm not going to be doing is spending my gold until the earliest at the end of the week. So my focus now is just to accrue as much gold as possible. And then when I've got enough gold to convert that gold into a fully upgraded car, that's what I'm going to be doing. I am hoping to do 2 cars per week, but that's a big ask. Because typically to get any car now up to 100% that has an exclusive series is a minimum of 600 to 700 gold. Very expensive. Right, let's get on and get some racing done. So this one's going to be quick, but I reckon I can do a couple of eliminations. So we're going to start in Tier 3 with the junior course at Monza. The car should be fully upgraded, so I should be able to do 2 eliminations, get to 25%, and then have 1 attempt on the cup in the car's series it's in. Now this car is pretty good to drive. Now for those that don't know, I do have a set of guidelines when I'm racing, and I've already broken one of them, technically 2. So guideline 1 is don't damage the car. I think that's always good advice. Obviously I've broken it already because I smashed into one of the opponents, which is guideline number 2, don't smash into the opponents. Guideline number 3, don't go off track. And guideline number 4, no cheating by taking shortcuts. Now the exception to that will be when I attempt an endless endurance, and I'll go through explaining why and why I'm going to claim it's not really a cheat. It's a tall story for sure, but it's a fun tall story. Anyway, here we are in first place. Looking already like the win. As I said, I do like this car. Lamborghinis can be a bit of a mixed bag. Oh, hello, here we go. Normally it's a case of the cars don't have a great deal of grip. But this car does, and is relatively well balanced. That error there was my bad. I did brake late, that's on me. Too much yapping, not enough paying attention. Well, look at that, we've already guaranteed a podium. So we're already looking good for the win. We probably won't get to 25%. And so we'll have to do another elimination. Oh, 10 seconds to go. Oh, I might have to make do with second. That's not a disaster. I'd like to say it's all part of the plan, but obviously it isn't. And that's what happens when you make a mistake. It comes to bite you a little bit later on in the race. Not a biggie. Not a biggie. There we go. Durability still okay. I reckon this will take me up to 23%. There we go. So if we do another elimination and do finish first, we should hit 25%. Oh, this is interesting. It's the short circuit at the Porsche test track. Okay, well, at least we're out of last place. Into 7th. Into 5th now. Let's push. Into 3rd. Into 2nd. Into 1st. I do like this track. Now, I'm going around it normally, but there are lots of shortcuts on this track. And when you consider it's a short track as it is, it's why a lot of the endless endurances, not all, but quite a lot of them, are around this track. So we're nice and easily in first place, 250 yards ahead of second. Let's hope there's no mistakes this time. Aaron C. John enters the chat on the YouTube side, says hello, Aaron C. John, welcome along. Thank you for watching and saying hello in the chat. Good to see you again. Look at that, first place, 400 yards ahead of second. Could almost stop now and still win. There we go. First place. Now that should mean 25% for this car in this series. Hopefully. All right, there we go. 10 gold earned, 25% completed. We'll leave the series alone now and we'll go to the normal series this car is in, which is in Legend, and it's all the way across. Now, I think we've just got the one cup to do to take this series to 100%. There we go. Hypercar Club with the Lamborghini Centenario. Centenario LP770-4 rolls off the tongue. Right, okay, so we've just got the cup to do it in tier 22. It's a series with 22 tiers. Doesn't happen all the time, but this one does. I've got to do the cup in the West Circuit at Suzuka. It's 7 laps. If I complete this, I get another gold reward. Now, I've got to go a bit crazy, I think, to get 2 cars fully upgraded, ready for next week. And I've got to do something silly like 160, 170 gold a day, which is a crazy amount. Now, today is going to be fine because I've got lots of series open, but obviously once you start closing those series off, the gold becomes harder to achieve. But we'll see how we get on. We'll see how we get on. I reckon I can do it potentially for the next 2 weeks, and then we will be down to 1 car, 1 series per week just about, which is a bit sad. But fortunately for the remaining 3 weeks-ish, I do have some 1 hour and 2 hour free servicing rewards left, so it's not a complete disaster. But again, it just highlights how hard the game is in terms of earning the rewards earning the amount of gold you spend against the rewards you get back. Okay, so lap 2, we're in 8th place. Mate, that's 7. From here on in, we're almost on target for 1 car, 1 overtake per lap to be in 1st place. I think I do need to push on a little bit more though. I need to overtake at least 1 more car. There we go. Okay. So this stage, I've got 5 cars left to overtake, and after this lap, 5 laps to go. So it's about on par, so long as I can overtake 1 car per lap at the very least, which should be achievable. They're all pretty much bunched up at this moment in time. There's the car for this lap. See if I can get another one. That car's nicely decorated. I think that guy spends way too much decorating his car and not enough time driving. There we go, we're in 4th place. Don't need to overtake any more cars this lap, but I would like to spend the opportunity to catch up on 3rd. There we go. Nice and neatly around. Okay. So we've got 3 cars to overtake, 4 laps to go. And we've got Mikhail Mistal in the chat, says, "Good evening, Racer." Well, good evening back, sir. Welcome along. Thank you for watching, and thank you for saying hello in the chat. Oh, have we got him? Oh, there we go, into 3rd place. Yeah, so I think I've got the potential of earning a considerable amount of gold. The downside is I will effectively close off 2 series. So we might have a new series competing in single series. And if we're doing that, it'd be like what we used to do with the limited series. Break it into a couple of episodes and get some free servicing on the go. Okay, so we're in third. We've got 3 laps left, including this one. 2 cars to overtake. Really want to get this car here, though. There we go. A little bit aggressive there, but we're in second place. So we've got 2 whole laps to get first. And you'll notice it's with this car, it is well balanced. It's very difficult to go flying off the track with this car. But if anyone can make that happen, it's me. There we go. Into second. 2 laps to go. 1 car to overtake. The leader has got a bit of a gap though, so I need to be making a bit of an effort to catch him up. There we go. Slightly off track, that's a shame. Always have difficulty with those 2 corners. Anyway, we're back in business. There we go. Oh dear, sliding. So 1 more lap to go and I've still got first place to overtake, although I am so much closer. So I'm confident, comfortable that I'll get in this lap. One or the other. Here we go, here we go, here we go, here we go. Oh dear. And we're off. Oh, and he's overtaking me. Oh dear. I say I'm not the best at that corner. Pretty good over here though. There we go, that's it. Into first. Let's bring this home. Unfortunately, it does mean another series completed. Okay, there we go. Just holding on to first. He's right on my tail. There we go. First place. Now going forward, what's going to be key is going up fame levels to earn some additional gold now. Okay, that's 1 car down, 2 series down for today. Service the car. Some more gold coming my way. 32 gold and apparently some R dollars, you know, because I'm low on R dollars. There we go, up to 142 gold. Yeah. I don't think we're making any difference anywhere else though. No. Right, back into the exclusive series. I'm going to leave the motorsports car to the end because we can race that over and over again. We'll do that last. So up next is the Porsche 911 GT2 RS Club Sport. It's at 92%. I should be able to get this series to 100%. I've got a lot of races to be doing. Oof. All right. So we've got a total of 4 races, including a cup. I don't know why I planned it like that, but there we go. Right. So up first then, Tier 19, the head-to-head at the East Circuit at Suzuka. So it's the other half of Suzuka. Now this car also is not bad in terms of balance. I do feel as if it's quite easy to make this car skid though if you're not careful. Don't think it's got the best grip. It's better than a lot of cars. I won't say most. Better than a lot of cars in the game in terms of the overall balance. The great big massive spoiler on the back obviously helps. There we go, first place. 1 race down. Onsun5185 says, good evening. Hello, sir. Hi again. Welcome back. Thank you for watching and saying hello in the chat. Okay, so we've just got the races in Tier 16 to do. And it's another head-to-head to start with, this time at the Grand Prix circuit at Red Bull Ring. Now, I have a little bit of an issue with 2 of the corners on this track. And I don't mean, you know, I think there's something wrong with the corners. I just mean I'm not very good at them. Fortunately, that bit I'm okay at, and also towards the end of the lap, I'm pretty good at as well. But this turn here, I always struggle with. I always either brake too late or too early, and they always catch me. Look, it's right on my tail now. But I can defend the position, fortunately. And also have a problem with this turn here, which is quite hard because you're going downhill, braking, and look at it, it's more than 90-degree turn, so it's another sharp turn. Anyway, I managed to survive. I'm still in first place. That's all that matters to me. The rest of the lap I'm pretty okay at, so I expect to be able to pull away from second place. Sort of. Said pull away, he's right on my tail. There we go. That was a little bit closer than what I thought it would be. But there we go, it's another first place. So 2 of the 4 races completed. 1 more normal race before we have to do the cup. Right, speed record at the Hill Circuit at Dubai. All right. Now, there might be a little bit going off track here, I'll be honest. It does depend. It does depend. Again, with speed records, I just tend to keep on going until I've got first place. And that can mean I go off track. Fortunately, the guidelines I have are for me and me alone. It's not enforced in the game just as well. Let's see how we get on. Come on. Oh. Of course, then again, we might not need to go off track. Look at that. That was... I'll be honest, I don't think I even tried to get first on that one. That was relatively straightforward. So there we go. That's the race is done. Just the cup left. Mikhail says, why are you taking those corners you mentioned from inside of the turn? It's so I can control the racer behind me. So I'm not so good at those two corners. So they always brake later than me, and so have an opportunity of overtaking me. So if I didn't defend the inside, they would overtake me. But by defending the inside, it means they have to go round the outside. So it means even if I'm not so good at those corners, I can still come out of the corner in first place. Okay, so we're on to the cup at Mount Panorama. Good grief, it's a long one. 8 laps. Right, so this is, I think this is for 60 gold if we get first place, and therefore take this series to 100%. So there's a reasonable amount of gold on offer here. Now I always like to go round the outside on this first turn, just stay out of trouble. Unfortunately, having 8 laps means I don't have to worry about being quite far up the field. But I'll be honest, that's a bit disappointing to only be in 14th place. Oh, they're a little bit aggressive as well. Made that 13th though, so that's okay. Oh, being pushed into the wall again. Yeah, they're proper aggressive. Okay, we're up into 11th, that's alright. 10th place. In fairness, I only need to overtake to do more cars. Oh, look at this, everyone's on like each other's tail, this is crazy. Okay, there we go, that's it. Into 9th place, back on track for one overtake per lap. I do need to get one more on this lap though, I think. Well, actually I don't, I could probably just get 2, oh dear, 2, oh, squeeze down the middle. I'm going to say I could just get 2 on the next lap, but there we go, we got 2 on this lap. Right, so we're in 7th place at the end of lap 1. 6 cars to overtake, 7 laps to go. Now I'm going to do the inside. Oh, I tell you what, they've spaced out. I've got to be careful here, you know. I don't think overtaking 1 per lap is going to give me a win. I think I need to push on here. There we go. Right on his tail now. There we go. Into 5th. I do feel like I've got to push on because they are disappearing. Alright, I actually got that turnabout spot on it. I'm not normally that good round that corner. I do think I need to brake a little bit earlier than what I did the time before. I don't think this car is necessarily brilliant on brakes. That being said, I think that was a little bit too early. Yeah, so at least I can see all 4 cars just in front. So 5th place, 4 cars to overtake, 6 laps to go. And as it stands, if I get 4th, I'll probably get 3rd. They seem to be having a battle themselves. Getting nicely up to 4th, I'd say. There we go. Oh, that's pretty good. That's all right. Right on the tail. get fourth. Oh, no, I'm not going to get fourth. Bit of a battle going on there. Let's see if I can get him here. There we go. Oops, bit of a slide. Interesting that Kevin Morgan is an I, so he must have put that graphic on himself. Otherwise, surely it would be a K. Okay, there we go. Or even a KM. There we go, up into third, and we've got 4 laps left. I do like controlling the inside of the corner. Well, except when it's the start of the race. Then I think you just need to stay out of trouble. But when you're picking them off one by one, definitely the inside. Right, I need to catch this guy up. Might have caused a few dents there, and that does actually mean I've broken one of my guidelines. Okay, second and first are quite a bit ahead. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. That's what happens when you brake late. I was just showing everyone for reference. Right, now I've got 4 laps to get 2 cars. Yeah, I didn't really catch up to second there. Yeah, that's a bit disappointing. Let's see if we can make some inroads on this lap then. I always feel I'm quite good on that corner there. Definitely closed up. This car definitely struggles with acceleration going up hills. Then again, everyone else will have the same problem. Everyone is in the same car. Oh, there we go. That's it. That's it. There we go. That being said, first is quite a bit ahead, so I've still got 3 laps after this, but I feel like I've got to get into second sooner rather than later. There we go. Right in the tail. Not quite into second. There we go. Just into second. Just. He's going to get me though. I need to be on the inside. I'm on the wrong side. Ooh. I've seen them smash into the back of you when you attempt to switch over. So I felt like he lifted there. Oh dear. And I've made a mistake there. Right, we're in second. We've got 2 laps after this lap, so I really just want to spend the rest of this lap catching first. It hasn't got a massive gap, but it's big enough. I don't want it any bigger. Okay, well, at least we're clear now of third. I've got 2 laps to get first place. Let's see how we get on. I reckon this is looking good for the win. 2 laps to go, including this one. First, not much ahead now, and I'm definitely catching. Oh, made a mistake there though. On the acceleration, just a bit too early. There we go. That's the difference. Oh dear. Oh dear. I was getting a bit too carried away. Completely in the wrong place for that corner there. We're good though, we're looking good. Another lap after this, right on the tail of first. I think we're good for the win here. There you go. Now I reckon I can sneak him on the inside here. Maybe. No, he's pulled that away. Look. Oh, shame. Can I get him here? There you go. Into first. Only just though. It's right on my tail. Well, I say 1 lap. This is the final lap. Right. Almost 30 yards ahead. We're starting to pull away now. I reckon, barring an absolute mess up, we should win this now. Go a little bit slower through the chicane bit there. There we go, into first place. First place, 100% completed, 60 gold reward. I say first place. Careful. There you go. That felt like it was a tougher race than it needed to be. But there we go. First place. The car does need servicing. Another car done with. Another series done with. 60 gold and some more dollars. Mikhail Mistel says, well done. Thank you very much. Thank you. There we go. We're up to 202 gold. So as I said, let's base it on having to hit 180 gold a day. That's a big ask. We're above it today simply because we've got loads of series that we can get gold in. That will be different tomorrow. So what we are ahead with today will be clawed back tomorrow. Okay, so there we go. That's exclusive series still at 87%. But now we've only got 3 exclusive series open. We're 46 minutes into the stream. I'm umming and ahhing what to do after I've completed the Ferrari SF90XX Stradale. What I mean by that is, do I continue with the DUQUEINE? I can literally race that over and over again because I can have an instant servicing by spending M dollars. I think I might do that this evening. So next up, the Ferrari SF90 XX Stradale. And again, it's another series we can take to 100%. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 races to do. So we'll start from tier 12. Speed record at the Bugatti circuit. Now, this car I enjoy racing. I'm not a fan of the non-XX, but this car is awesome. Again, it's another well-balanced car. I really enjoy racing this car, and it sounds funky as well. I mean, look at, I can't believe that. I've got first already. That's amazing. For some reason, there are certain cars you just get on well with, and this is one of those cars. This car might force itself into my top 10 cars in this game. I say might because, you know, I've been dwindling down the list and it's at 25. And there's probably some surprises in there. I wanted to put some of the cars that were early on in the series that were quite important in terms of you earning R dollars early on. I thought that was quite important. Oh dear. Well, that's a disaster. Oh, it doesn't matter. I'm not racing, am I? I'm just getting round now. You silly Billy. But there we go. 200 miles per hour top speed. Around the Bugatti circuit. Completed. First place. Pretty easy, actually, to be fair there. That was very easy. Are there any banana skins before we complete this series? Now, I think this series as well gives us 65 gold if we get to 100%. There we go, 65 gold and 120,000 R dollars. Boy, do I need those R dollars. Okay, also on tier 12, we've got a head-to-head at the dynamic circuit at the Porsche test track. Now, whereas I do quite enjoy racing on the short circuit, I'm not a fan of this one because it's single lane for most, which I think it makes it very hard to overtake. Probably not too bad on a head-to-head, but you can see that it's, oh, I've messed up, I'm going to have to do this again. I've completely messed up. Yeah, I lost it, I was pushing too hard. There's no way I'm winning this now. So we're going to have to do this one again. I don't think that calls into any worry about durability being run out. This is a quick lap. Little cheats. I'm still going to lose. There you go. There you go. Lost. So we're going to have to do that one again. That wasn't even close. All down to that error I made going around the corner. So let's try that again. And the thing about head-to-head, second doesn't mean second. It effectively means last. There's no second place in a head-to-head. There we go. Now we don't know it yet, but I'm in first already. There you go. That's better. But you can see what I mean about this track. It's just so very hard to overtake on. There we go. Needless to say, I don't always go anymore that I like my head-to-heads because I don't always finish first. Okay, there we go. We did finish first on that occasion, though. So we're coming up to 51 minutes into the stream. Just over. Tier 16, we've got another speed record. This time, this time around the short circuit at the Porsche test track. We've got to get 173.6 to finish first. And the key is just taking this bit correct here, so you can accelerate out, and I've messed that up. Well, you never know, I might still be alright. Unbelievably, I'm okay. How did that happen? How am I the fastest there when I did such an error? I don't know. Well, we got first again. I've got no idea how I got first there. That should have been a fail also. Durability, more than half left. What percentage are we at? We are at 96%. Onto the road course at Indianapolis, head to head. Let's see how we get on. Now, whereas the dynamic track at the Porsche test track, I was saying there's very few overtaking opportunities, or it feels that way. Very different on this track. There are shed loads. Just a question of where. There we go, there we go, there we go. Control that inside, there we go. Still in first. As I said, I like this car. This is a good car. There we go. First place. Close to completing another series. This is actually a very sad stream, you know, because this will literally be. This is almost like the switch between having lots and lots of series to race in, and the next stream where we will hardly have any. Very sad stream. This brings home the fact that this game is ending. Yeah, so tier 19, it's another speed record. It's around the motorcycle course at Daytona. Now, I like doing a little bit of a cheekiness on this one because the fastest part of the track is at the end of this curved straight, which is after the finish line. So I like to start well behind the start line to take advantage of the fact that finish line is only the start line. And look at the speed of this car already. What a car. What a car. Let's go. Just got to be careful how I negotiate this little chicane. I need to be really speeding out of it. Oh, I've messed up. I think I might have just blown it. I've got a couple of attempts. just got off track and it slowed me down a bit. 5th, 4th, 3rd. Oh, I'll tell you what, there we go. That's pretty good. Look at that, I didn't need to do it. There we go. Mode Hasnain enters the chat. No idea what they're saying, but welcome along. Welcome along. And Mikhail Mistal says, from the bus stop. Yeah. I made an error, though. I made an error. But there we go. There we go. 202 gold. Now up to 267 gold. So it was still good enough to win. Another series completed. I've only got 2 open now. Now, if that doesn't bring it home how close this game is to ending, then I don't know what does. Very sad. Very sad. It's nice to have 267 gold. It was even nicer when I had 6,000 gold. Right, okay. So we've done an hour of racing and we're already on to the final car. The final car for this evening. I think, yeah. So the DUQEINE D08 LMP3. It's actually a bit of a weird one, this one. It is actually a motorsports car. There's a few of them like this. So it earns you $M, but it is, for some reason, in the road collection because it has an exclusive series. It is a bit weird that, but I think this dates back to the fact that we didn't used to have a road collection and a motorsports collection. We just had different series, and the motorsports cars were mixed in to those different series. And you can tell that's the case because some of the motorsports cars earn you R dollars, not M dollars. I might be wrong, but I think M dollars came in once they'd added Formula One. I might be wrong on that. I can't remember if it was Formula One or if it was oh, I can't remember what it's called now. But it basically got introduced as one of the motorsports got added, and then it was all a bit weird from then on in. Nevertheless, what shall we do? I think I'm going to avoid doing the very quick races, and I'm going to go left to right doing elimination, speed record, head-to-heads, and any cups, and we'll see how far we get along until we hit the 2-hour mark. So I'm not doing speed snap, I'm not doing drag race, and I'm not doing autocross. Okay. Elimination first at the school circuit at Sebring. Now, I do like the Sebring circuit, but I prefer the Grand Prix circuit. I haven't raced enough on the other variations of this track, so I don't know them that well. Yeah, this already feels weird. Oh. Yeah, this is well weird. I have no idea where I am in relation to the to the Grand Prix circuit. Oh, now I do. Now I do. Okay, so third place only. Not a great start. 5 cars left in the battle. Oh, almost into the wall there. And all of a sudden, we're in the mix. But you know what? We're getting first. There we go. Fortunately, it's an LMP around this track. The one thing I will say about the LMP, or this LMP, is it is grippy. I do think it lacks acceleration and definitely lacks top speed. But it has got grip. Right, we're in first place. We've guaranteed a podium. I really do want to finish first though. Oh, blinking heck, I've messed this up. There we go. Maybe not. There we go. Still in first. There we go. First place. First, would you believe it? First. Now, here's another thing. Where was this 5 years ago? You can earn $1 million a day. That only came in the last few weeks. Why was that not in the game 5 years ago? I don't know. It doesn't really matter now, though, does it? Right, okay, so that's tier 1 done for today. On tier 2, I'm just going to do the head-to-head. It's the club circuit at Circuit of the Americas. Another track I really, really like. Mikhail Mistal says, wow, thank you. I do like the Sebring Grand Prix circuit, so I like its complexity, how it goes from long straights to sharp turns, and you do need to know where to brake. But the school circuit, I'm not overly familiar with, but I did okay there. I did okay. But what is a little bit forgiving in this car is it does have pretty good brakes and obviously excellent grip. So a lot of people do say in the game, if you're not the best, slower cars tend to be a little bit more forgiving. And I think that's even more so when the car in question has very good brakes or good brakes and very good grip, which this car has. So there we go. That was another first. Nice and straightforward. Mikhail Mistal says, I love your M dollar balance. Yeah, 5 million. Yeah, yeah. I reckon this will go up to 6 or 7 million, maybe even 8 million by the end. Not the end of this stream, but by the end of the racing. And then apparently all money is worthless in the game. That'll be interesting. If indeed the game works at all, which I'm still doubting. Right, okay, so I'm not doing any more in tier 2 because it's a quick race, or tier 3 because that's a quick race. Instead, I'm going on to tier 4 and I'll do both of these. We've got a head-to-head and a speed record. So we'll start with the head-to-head first. It's the East circuit at Suzuka. So I think, in terms of popular tracks this evening, Suzuka is winning. Oh, I tell you what, this is hard though to overtake. There we go, we got him, sort of. One could argue 2 wheels on the grass, and that's fine. You can have that argument. Me, I'm focusing on getting first. I've just messed that up. No, we're okay, we're good. There we go. First place. I think we're going to have quite a bit of racing with this car this evening. Or to be precise, 52 minutes and 40 seconds. There we go, $4,600 earned. Still plenty of money to be earned before we hit that threshold. What a difference that makes. Where was that I know I keep going on about it, but where was that 5 years ago? Right, okay, 22%. Let's go on to speed record at the national circuit of Circuit de Catalunya. I think I might have messed this up. I don't think I should have done that. I should have... Oh well, it'd be fine. Let's see how we get on. Oh, you see, look. Oh. So I know how they got first. And it's the way that I should have done, and I will do on my next go. Well, am I going to get first here? Don't think so. No. Might have just braked a little bit too hard around that corner. 176.44. That's pretty close, though, to getting first. Let's have another go at that. And I'll tell you what I'm going to do to get first, or to guarantee first. I'm going to start way back behind the start line, because the fastest part of this track is at the end of this straight, obviously in the other direction. There we go, that should do it. Right, there we go, let's push. There we go. Touch and go if I got that before the finish start line, but definitely got it after the finish start line. And there we go, that's the first. A little bit of cheekiness, but why not, I say. I don't consider that cheating. Just starting way back behind the start line. There we go, first place. So Mikhail Mistal says, I thought there was a 5 million cap. Well, there was. So let's collect that. So effectively, when they announced the game was ending, somebody must have spoken to them, because effectively what they were doing is giving triple rewards on adverts. So you get triple reward for an $R reward and triple rewards for a gold reward. But they hadn't done anything on M dollars. So somebody must have said something to them, because shortly afterwards, I think it was a week or so after they announced the game was ending, they allowed your daily allowance to be 1 million and your total allowance. Oh, hello. Oh, hello. What's going on? What happened there? All right, come out. And your total allowance now to be 20 million. Effectively, they upped both the daily allowance and the total allowance by a factor of 4. Why is that not working? Yeah, you used to be able to click on that. I'm sure you did. Oh, well, it doesn't matter. So yeah, so basically the maximum you can earn in a day is $1 million M dollars, and your total balance can get as high as 20 million M dollars now. Right, okay, so there we go. 24%. I'm not going to do the time trial. We'll skip over that. I'm not going to do the speed snap or the autocross, but I will have a go at the Cup, the National Circuit of Dubai. It's only 2 laps, but it should mean I go above 25% completion and earn an additional gold reward. Problem with this game, it's all about the gold, and there's not enough in it. Less so now that there aren't any more events. Right, I'm only in 16th, need to move up. Oh dear. Oh dear. Well, that's a disaster. Let's try that again, because I've just messed up big time there. And I've only got 16 cars to overtake. But on 2 laps, having a mess up like that at the beginning basically means I wasn't going to have any chance. Right. Careful, slowly, that's better. Where was that in the race before? There we go. Into 7. Into 6. Maybe back into 5th. Oof, no. I could have got knocked out there, you know. I thought I'd risk it. Yeah, I might be doing this again, because I reckon I needed to be in 3rd place by the end of this lap. I think 1st and 2nd are too far ahead. This might be a tough race to get 1st in. Maybe I'll leave it at 3rd and go on to the next race. Okay. And again, it might have an outside chance. Probably not. Might have to settle for 3rd. Or even 2nd. There we go. 2nd place. Mikhail Mistal, in terms of the comments we made on the M dollars, says, understood, thank you. You are most welcome, sir. Right, there we go. 2nd place. Now, I still think that should be enough to get 25%. Do I have another go? There we go. Do I have another go, or do I leave that and move on to the next one? I think I leave it and go on to the next one. So look at that, 277 gold footer there. That's not too bad. Right, I just need to blow my nose. 1 second. Right, okay, let's move on to tier 7 then. We'll leave the cup in tier 6 in second place. That's fine. Technically speaking, I can do all of tier 7. Now, I will need to service the car. So I think what I'm going to do, because it's quite low, as in the durability on the car, I'm going to do the Monza Cup race. It's 3 laps, and then I'll service the car. I'll instantly service it, not with gold, never use gold. Not that any of this advice matters, the game's over. But I'll use M dollars to instantly service the car. Now, as I said, rules are I can't cheat, so I can't just go flying off track. So I'm going to do my best to overtake 21 cars in 3 laps. No easy feat around Monza. But again, what they tend to do is they crunch up. See, look at all that space down this side. So I can, wherever I moved up to, 8th. And for me, that was relatively clean. I do think I need to push on up though. I reckon I can get into 6th at this corner here. As they slow down, I just slide in. There we go. Look at that. Oh, even better, 4th. I did end up hitting 2nd, but I was just saying hello. Hi, I'm here. We're going to get 2nd now, I think. There we go. Now, I haven't made that look easy because it was a bit clunky, but yeah. 22nd to 2nd on the first lap. Here we go. Oh, actually, I don't think I've got him. No. Have I got him? Ooh. I'm in first, but I reckon he's going to overtake me. He's got the inside line. Yeah. I'm saying, give me some space. There we go. Still in first. Just. And again, he's got the inside. I'm going to let him go because he's got the inside line. See if I can get him cleanly this time. I think this is my favourite overtake on the track. I don't know if it's really possible, but here we go. Ugh. I'm sure I've seen a couple of overtakes happen there in proper Formula 1 races. Anyway, there we go. First place. Oops, a little bit off track there. First place. 1 lap to go after the rest of this lap. Alright, we're well clear now. This should be an easy win from here on in. Brakes a little bit later, never mind. Good enough. Oh no. Oh, my acceleration failed. Oh dear. Never mind. Greasy. Oh no, it's gone again. Greasy fingerprints. Or greasy fingers. So I've got a bit of work to do now. There you go. Yeah, sometimes, and I believe it is a known problem, I did look it up. Sometimes, specifically on the iPad Air, if your finger mitts are a bit greasy, or your fingertips are a bit greasy, the touchscreen doesn't work properly, and that can cause problems in mobile games. There you go. Nevertheless, we are in first place. Hopefully it won't mess up now. Boom, done. So I reckon there's about 30,000 $M for this win. And it's going to cost, I think it's 28,500 $M to instantly service the car. There you are, 30,200. Now, I can't remember if I service it first and then apply instant servicing. I can't remember. Let's go to head. I think we must do. So we do free servicing. Where's that gone? There we go. And then we've got instant service, 29,500. Now, if I was offline, I'd be playing adverts, but what I find is adverts seem to mess with the audio on a stream, and so all of a sudden the audio doesn't play in the game. So this is the better option. It does mean spending $M, but as I'm focusing predominantly on road collection, and as I've already got $5 and a bit million $M, I'm not overly that bothered about it. So we've serviced the car. We can go again. We're 1 hour 23 minutes into the stream. We're going to do a head-to-head at the Hockenheimring National Circuit. We're going to slowly but surely work our way up to 50%. Might not get there today. I'm happy already with the gold we've earned, but I always like to do streams round about the 2 hour mark, so we're going to carry on racing. Basically, it gives me an excuse to play a game for 2 hours. That's it, really. Everyone's allowed a bit of downtime. This is my downtime. But try to turn it into a little bit of a social event with the stream, just by me yapping on all the way through the racing. Look at that, we're in first place. It's a bit weird. I never know what to make of this car. Sometimes I really like it, and sometimes I'm going, I don't like the acceleration on it. So this car is a bit of a mixed bag, for me at the very least. I prefer on the motorsport side. I mean, I'm intrigued. One of the cars we'll be opening up is the 499p, the Ferrari 499p. I'm looking forward to racing that again. I like there's a BMW hybrid version as well. That's also good. But the car that I really like, it's in the motorsport section, it's not in this sort of category, and that's the Peugeot 9X8 Hypercar. That is a great car to race. I did enjoy racing that car, but I also like taking the Michael out of it because it's a Peugeot, and we've got a low opinion of Peugeots here in the UK, unfortunately. I say unfortunately, I don't mean it really. And one of the guys watching did get offended because it was his favourite car. So I apologise for that. I don't mean it, I'm just having a bit of fun. Anyway, here we go. So what am I doing now? An elimination at Nürburgring. Getting carried away. Now, ironically, normally on any given race at Nürburgring, I can normally be in first place by it's either the fourth or the fifth corner. Oh dear. Whoopsie-daisy. Oh man, proper aggression there. Off track, bumped into a car. I think I broke three out of my 4 rules there. There we go, look at that. As always, in first place by this corner. Oh dear. That's not good. Me elbows out there to barge my way through, having made a mistake prior to that. So still in first place, 5 cars left in the battle. Did I say 5? I meant 4. Let's see if we can get this corner right this time. There we go. And I'll tell you what, this guy doesn't give up, does he? He doesn't give up. He's giving it all he can there. Okay, so first place, 2 cars left in the race. We're favourite to win, I think. Whoa. Still favourite to win. There he goes. Wave him as he goes by and as he realises it's too late to get first place. I did that the other day on a stream and I ended up finishing second. All right, so there we go. That is a tier completed. I think it was tier 7, if memory serves me right. There we go. Tier 7 completed up to 30%. 1 hour, 29 minutes into the stream. Another 30 minutes of racing to go. As we say goodbye to Real Racing 3, as the open races dry up, but we'll make the best of what we've got. So again, tier 8 is 2 quick races. So I'm just going to do the Cup, which is 3 laps around Francorchamps. Now, hopefully, we'll still have enough durability, so we won't need to service the car straight away. And this Cup on its own will earn us that reservicing cost back. But again, we've got 21 cars to overtake, 3 laps to do it in. Now, what's the betting that's going to be absolutely crazy as we go through this crazy bit down here? I'm going to stay back, see how crazy they are. Oh no, very well behaved. That's a surprise. Daisy into 6. into 5th. Here we go. 4 cars to overtake. 2 per lap after this one. As I said, no cheating, so no cutting across the grass here. Oh dear. Oh. Got a bit carried away there. Right, we do need to get a couple of cars overtaken on this lap. Oh dear. Oh, I say oh dear, that actually worked out okay. So we're into 4th. Right, here we go. Into 3rd. Right, can we push even more on this lap? Don't want to push too hard though. We're into the twisty turny section of this lap. You know what, that position is good. A little bit cheekiness on my part. I just held my ground, so he had to give way. So there we go, it's 2nd at the end of lap 2. Only 1 more car to overtake. We're doing all right. Not bad. Not bad at all. There we go. That being said, I've just fallen a bit behind. Oh yes. Look at that. Nice and easy. Okay, still in 1st, final lap. I'll keep it clean now. Whee. These cars might have good grip, but I can still make them skid. I can definitely make them slide. Oh. There we go, 1st place. And I think this car will need servicing. Okay, $39,150 Nowhere near the cap, which is what I like to see. Oh, no, we've got a bit of durability left, not much. So if we've done with this tier, which we have, might be best doing the cup and then service the car, and then do the elimination. So, national circuit at the Circuit of the Americas. We've only got 4 laps, to be fair. It's not much longer than an elimination, I believe, but we'll do it anyway. 4 laps, 21 cars needed to be overtaken. Let's see how we get on. So, as always, being well, almost on every single track, not quite, but most, stay out of trouble at the first corner. So I'm going to go around the outside, see how they just tuck into each other, into 13. Now we can start picking them off. There we go. Into 7. That's not bad. That's not bad at all. Now you might notice as well, I haven't got my normal livery on for a car fully upgraded. There was only one choice. That's why all the cars are the same. Okay, so 5th at the end of lap 1. 3 laps to go, 4 cars to overtake. There we go, look at that. Storming. In first. We've still got 2 laps to go. I do love the overtaking opportunities that you do have going around Circuit of Americas. Daisy. As I said, even a car this grippy, I can still make skid. Okay, final lap. All right. There we go, first place. You know what? We might go up a fame level tomorrow. Maybe. Possibly. Outside chance. That'd be good. That'd be really good if we could. Yeah, that would be really good. Right, okay. So, service the car. It's free, but it's not instant. But we can make it instant by spending 28,500 M dollars. Sorry, 29,500 M dollars. Why not? Never spend gold. Don't mind spending M dollars. There we go. Elimination at Monza. This is to complete this tier. We're at 1 hour 42 minutes. Outside chance we might get to 50%. But if not, I reckon we'll get to 50% and 75% tomorrow. And you never know, we might have a bit of time to do an endless elimination. Obviously not endlessly, but say for about 40 minutes or so. We can give that a go. Have a bit of fun with that. Oh, through the middle, look at that, beautiful. There you go. Now, I didn't think this car would be quite so good at Monza because it is a bit slow, and obviously if it was competing against other cars it probably wouldn't be so good, but on its own, competing against its time, it's enjoyable. As I said, it's just a shame about this car's top speed. Minutes of racing left. I'm going to brake there, I think. Okay, so we're guaranteed a podium, but let's get first place. There we go, first place. Yeah, so that's elimination done. We've still got plenty of durability left. We've got 15 minutes of racing left-ish. 36% on to tier 11. It's another one with two quick races. So we'll just do the cup race. It's the West Circuit at Lime Rock Park. So I reckon this will be about a 5 or 6 minute race, and I reckon we'll have durability left after we've done it. This might be a tougher ask to get first on, I think. I think, have we got the chicane coming up? Yeah. Oh. Hey, we've done all right there. Into 11th place. So 6 laps left. 10 cars to overtake. Okay, there's 1. There's 2. I am going off. I'm not going all 4 wheels off track, but unfortunately I am getting a couple of wheels off track. But hey, what can you do? Into 8. Into 7. Oh, that's perfect. Well, maybe not perfect, but it's not bad. So we're in 7th place. 6 cars to overtake. 5 laps to go. I reckon we've got a great chance of getting first. Or do have all 4 tyres on the grass there. That's pretty good. 4th place. 3 cars to overtake. 4 laps to go. Nice bit of racing this. I'm enjoying this. Good fun. We'll miss it when it's gone. There we go, 3rd. Oh, I've got 2nd. Oh, yes. Playing it a bit safe now. There we go. So 2nd place at the end of lap 4. 1 car to overtake, 3 laps to go. There we go. Okay, 1st place, 2 laps to go after this. Let's bring this home. Oh dear, or maybe let's not. Little bit crazy there. Right, final lap. 100 yards ahead of 2nd. There we go. I think what we'll do is once we've run out of durability this time round, we'll call it a day there. We're coming up to the 2-hour mark, $33,000 earned. Nice bit of racing with this car. And we've put ourselves in a good position, I think, for tomorrow to get both the 50% and 75% rewards in this series. Right, okay, so we've got a little bit of durability left. Let me have a think about this. Because I think we can do one mid-race and one up. I always think the Daytona International Speedway is hard to get first on if it's less than three laps in both the road course configuration and the motorcycle course configuration, but we'll give it a go. I'll do the head-to-head first at Melbourne, and then we'll finish off with the 3-lap Daytona International Speedway Cup race. Although it's not Speedway, it's the road course configuration. Right, I've already got first. There you go. Oh, careful, careful. Oh, dear. It's like dusk, so I can't see the track that well. Mainly because the reflection of the iPad. I've always got an excuse, in case you were wondering. There we go. First place. Right, so we're finished on the Cup for this evening. One more race to go. We've earned quite a bit of gold rewards this evening. I do reckon we might not be far off going up a fame reward tomorrow. We'll see. Right, okay, so we're at 40%. So road course, 3 laps around Daytona International Speedway, the road course configuration. Now, I always think this track, as I said, is hard to get first place in 3 laps. So I'm going to have to go some. With a car that definitely lacks pace. Yeah, I'm going to be a little bit dirty to try and do this, I reckon. Oh dear. Oh. That's not bad. Into 10th place. Is a little bit aggressive, but I think you need it to have a chance. I actually think you need to be almost in 3rd place at the end of this lap. And that's not going to happen. I mean, the only good news is the cars are all bunched up, I guess. Okay, we're in 9th place. Eighth place. Well, I think we've got to go some, and I'm on the wrong side now. Okay, 6. I think this is a big ask to get first from here. Fifth. Now there are a couple of heats in this lap, but not many. But I'm not doing either of them. I'm trying to win properly. As I said, I think it's a big ask. 4 cars to overtake in just over 1 lap is a big ask, but On the positive side, they are bunched up, so you never know. You never know. Okay? Oh, tell you what, that was a bit of a race that there. I reckon I'm just a bit too far behind second and first, but I'm going to give it a go. It's another podium place, so you never know. Oh dear. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to do any better than third, but that's not bad. It's not brilliant, but it's not bad. I've just messed that up as well. Might not even get third. Did say it was a big ask, but I think third's respectable there. Obviously, you can do it offline, and you're then not competing against copies of human opponents. That does tend to make it easier normally to get first. But there we go, third place, last race for today. We're pretty close to going up a fame level. Pretty close to going up a fame level. And ironically, based on how things used to be, we would have just about hit our old threshold there. The daily cap when it was 250,000 $. There we go. Service the car. It's free. It's not instant. So we are going to end the stream there. We're just coming up to the 2 hour mark. So it's about perfect. 40%. That's in position for tomorrow. I'll do my best to take the Lamborghini to a position where it can go to 50% in tomorrow's stream. And then we'll do probably about 40 minutes worth of racing for the DUQUEINE D08 LMP3 and attempt to take that one to 50% and hopefully 75%. Then if we do have, say, an hour left or so, we'll finish off doing uh, an endless endurance. And I'll go through some of the things that I like to cover, uh, how I pick my endless endurances, and what works for me, and why. So, and also why in endless endurance going off track technically I don't class as cheating. But more on that tomorrow. Right, there we go. That's the end of the stream. Let's take the game off screen. There you go. Oh, it's me. Ah! Right, mute the audio. Okay, there we go. So, what we have noticed now is anyone that's still playing, if you pretty much spent all your gold, even though you're probably earning, say, for example, quite a bit of gold a day, the cars that are left, they're all getting more and more expensive to upgrade. You're not able to do quite as much. For myself, I've only got 2 exclusive series left. They will both be completed, I reckon, by the end of the week, or be very close to being completed by the end of the week. So it becomes a little bit harder to do the equivalent of 2 hours of racing. So, as I said, going forward, we won't be doing 4 streams a week on Real Racing 3. We will start looking as of this week. And the first episode will be Wednesday in terms of what is a viable replacement for Real Racing 3 going forward. But tomorrow we will be doing more Real Racing 3. Technically, it is competing in multiple series. It's a little bit of a. I mean, is it? I mean, it's more than one. But yeah, there we go. Anyway, if you have enjoyed this video this evening, then please give it a thumbs up or a like. And if you'd like to see more of this type of content, then please look to subscribe to the channel, The Fifth Guardian, on YouTube, or follow the channel, The Fifth Guardian, on Rumble. That being said, I hope whatever is left of your day is a very good one, and I hope to see you all tomorrow. So until then, thank you and goodbye.